Good evening. I just wanted to talk about something that has been on my mind for today. Um, okay, where do I begin? Where do I start this process? Has to do with Martin Luther King Day, which was celebrated about 2 hours ago. And I don't know. People are making so much noise about it, yet a lot of these guys don't know the real history of Martin Luther King. Only they know part of it. Even I don't know the real history. But how come they take all these black holidays like Martin Luther King Day and Black History Month? They take all these holidays or these festivities and celebrate it. Use only one day or even a month to celebrate the history of black people in the United States. How come they only use one day for that? I mean, Black History Month should be celebrated all throughout the year, and Martin Luther King's Day should be celebrated every day because Martin Luther King was the one that set up the laws for African Americans to have the freedom, and he's the one that set up the day, special day for himself, for everybody to take a day off. And Black History Month, blacks are the ones that paved the way for immigrants, especially immigrants coming from Africa, to come to the United States and to basically not just live there, but to have the same freedom and rights as white Americans in the U.S. You know, all this Martin Luther King and civil rights movements, Rosa Parks and Malcolm X. Of course, most people, they're unaware of the fact Martin Luther King preached he preached harmony among the races, but he also preached black empowerment. That's one thing they never tell you about in their history books. And him, along with Malcolm X, paved the way of black empowerment, black economic power, and all these other things that blacks, African Americans, still struggle and fight for to this day. He fought for economic, social injustice, just as Malcolm X did. Of course, they had different views. They had different views from each other. But yeah, and Martin Luther King, I think he made a video about, I think a video about black women or something like that. Of course, it never got shown in the media. And they were trying to make a movie about him, and they did. But I don't know. The white media, corporate media, and Hollywood media have a funny way of trying to water down not just Martin Luther King Day, but all the holidays that are celebrated among black people in America. Just like they try to water down Black History Month in the US. But what I don't see is Black History Month among Canadians, black Canadians. I've seen one guy on CBC talk about the Black History Month of Canadian black people, black Canadians. But other than that, no other stories of black Canadians fighting for our freedoms in Canada. Never see any of that in the media. And I think it should be every year. Both histories, Black Canadian history and Black African American history, should be every year. Because after all, we were brought here as slaves and we contributed to both countries, Canada and the United States. And yet, both histories are ignored. I mean, all it is, Black History Month and Martin Luther King Day celebration, one-day affairs or one-time affairs, are just watered-down versions by the corporate media, never taking into account that blacks and Martin Luther King, both groups, paved the way for other blacks in North America, the US. So it's like, should I be excited about Martin Luther King Day? Not really. Not really. I'm not excited at all. Because in a sense, parts of Martin Luther King, part of Martin Luther King Day, or the history of him, this figure, has been ignored. Parts of it has been left out. So, I'm not excited, really. And that's just my view of things. Martin Luther King, while I do respect him, I'm not excited about the fact that they celebrate him while ignoring the history of this man.